All right. Okay. I'm gonna wait a second before I start drawing, but I today is going to be boring drawing practice. I am going to be sitting here and drawing the lines. So I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I am using the website Drawbox to learn. And the first lesson wants you to do 2 pages of lines, just straight lines. It seems kind of boring, but I guess there's a method to the madness in there, and I'm just going to go with it. I mean, it's really hard not to want to just start by drawing things, but if anyone saw what I drew yesterday, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. So we're going to start going with this whole plan, my master plan of drawing. All right. I'm going to give it a second before I start drawing, see what happens. And I also today I have this practice time in the top corner. One of my shorts, I said that I was going to draw for 10 minutes for every subscriber I had, and I ended up with 79 subscribers. Well, I guess it was 77, but it went up to 79. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay true to my word, and I'm going to go and draw as much as I possibly can. Let me start the timer. All right. Time to actually, you know, see how my drawing practice goes. All right. So the whole lesson that I'm supposed to be doing is drawing a line with a ruler and then drawing over that by using my shoulder to try to get fluid lines. The problem is I don't have a ruler. Hey, welcome to the stream. So I don't have a ruler. I'm supposed to be drawing this to learn, but hey everyone, I'm glad you're joining. I have this. Uh, I am going to use an unopened Kleenex box as a ruler today because, I mean, I don't really have much of anything else. So we're gonna use this as a ruler and we're gonna draw straight lines with this, and then I'm going to draw over them to try to learn how to actually do that. Hey Slasher, what's going on? I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see. I mean, I can't draw a picture, so I'm gonna draw lines, just straight lines. All right, let me start. Let me start actually trying to learn to draw. So I'm gonna go draw this short line right here. And I'm supposed to go over there. I mean, pretty much, right? I tried other things, but this was the one that fit on my desk the best. I went to Costco earlier, so I got like a big old Costco box I was gonna add on here, and it wasn't really, going to work. So the whole point of this is to take it and just draw 8 times over each line that I have. So it's going to be like 2, well, that's bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's really what I'm going to be doing today. It's kind of not the most exciting thing, but I don't know if anyone saw what I drew yesterday, but it was like I was in first grade. So I need all the practice I can get. So I'm going to start drawing all the lines I'm going to make right now, and then I'm just going to go over them afterwards just to make it easy. So let's see. Probably should do a couple more short lines. Hit as many short lines as possible. And then some longer lines. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm not expecting perfection with how bad I am. All right, let's see. Maybe make a little bit longer on here. Really long. Really long. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do eventually. Just because I don't know anything, I'm going to just do this as my only exercise. Um, I don't know if anyone's ever seen that website Drawbox or used it. I've just seen good things online, so I'm hoping that what I do will actually, teach me. All right, let's see. Sorry, all you see is my Kleenex box, but let's throw a couple short ones in here just because. All right, so my first page of this. Hopefully it's centered. It's kind of hard, but let's see. All right, now I'm just going to draw over my lines and hope it doesn't look too bad. Now, I know the whole point of this is to use the shoulder, so let me try to get used to using my shoulder. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that was pretty straightforward. I'm kind of glad. Okay. Let's see right now. Okay, let's try the second one. 1. Oh, that was bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least I can count to 8, right? I mean, that's something, I would say. All right, let's see this now. All right, let me go on. 1, oop, that wasn't all the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That wasn't as smooth, but it's something. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. This is boring, but I'm hoping in the future it's actually going to get me somewhere. I'm very disappointed with how my first day went. It was very bad. My cat at first had these huge feet. I think that was 8. I lost count. My cat had these huge feet, and my house kind of looked like a wizard tower. Everything kind of went wrong, but hey, it works, right? There's only up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. I do hope this was going to be a warm-up eventually that I have. We'll see. Okay. Next is this longer line. Oh, all right. Thanks. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sleep well. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that was bad. 8. That wasn't the best, but 1. I need to focus on putting my pen down at the beginning. That's bad. And then the 8th. Okay, the next one. These longer lines are a lot harder than I thought they'd be. Who would have known drawing straight lines is so hard? That is 8. All right, and then the next one. Almost done with the first page of this exercise. Ooh, that was bad. 5, 6. They want me to draw with my shoulder. That's the whole point of this, but drawing with a shoulder is actually really difficult. I want to just draw with my elbow, draw with my wrist, but I mean, the whole lesson said that that's going to happen. It feels so much more natural using my wrist than or my elbow than my actual shoulder. But let's try again. These are small, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Not the worst, not the best. All right. 1, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And this last one. Oops. Ooh. Let's see. I'm just gonna go off the page. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that was really bad. And one more long one to draw. All right, let's see. Let's get this out of the way. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. All right. I got one page down with my whole 10 minutes of drawing. I didn't know how long this would take. I was hoping that it'd be pretty quick, but it's not that bad. My next page, and back to my handy Kleenex box. All right, so I'm gonna start with some long ones on here, just because. Then okay. Let's see, let's do a couple short ones. Do a row of really short ones. Pretty long one. I know everyone just sees my fancy ruler that I have, but right, short and medium. A long one. And another long line. All right. I'm gonna warm up my shoulder here. I think I'm not used to using my actual shoulder like that, and it actually gets kind of sore already. It's kind of weird, but all right, let's start and hope for the best here. All right, let me just start on the edge. Line. Oops. That went on the table. Okay. Ooh, that was bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hey, at least one thing we know how I can count to 8, but that's something. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. The lines aren't really straight, but they're there. 1. But all my focus in this. Who would have thought it would take all my focus just to draw a couple straight lines, you know? Doesn't seem like it's that hard, but I guess when you're not used to it, anything's that hard. All right, this is shorter. This should be better. This isn't that bad. All right, that was not the best, not the worst. It's getting pretty difficult. I feel like I'm gonna have to build up to get to a little bit, you know, longer of being able to draw, because right now it's like drawing for 10 seconds kills me. It feels like, you know, what's it been, 15 minutes, and I feel like my arm's about to fall off. It's not what I expected when starting this, I'll give you that. All right, let's go. Oop, that's bad. Oop, that's also bad. Right. Feels like it's not the best at the beginning, but another boring drawing. Okay. Now 3 little ones. Little ones are kind of just as hard as the long ones. I would have thought this would be quick, but it's actually really difficult. 6, and then 7, 8. All right. Oh, let's go with one more. That went way off course. Okay. I have to put all my concentration into this, so if I'm not talking a lot, that is why. Trying to actually like make my muscles do what they want to and my hand do what I want it to do, and that doesn't seem to be very easy. Seems to be quite a bit harder than I thought, but let me go and do this. All right. Okay. Those long ones are a lot better. All right. And then ooh. That one wasn't good either. I keep feeling like, you know, it's like, oh, I got this. I know what I'm gonna do, and then I don't got it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's see. Let me warm up my arm again for these last couple lines. That one was bad. All right, couple more. Got 2 more to do. And then I'm done with this exercise. I wonder how long it will take until I'm a little bit better with this. Like how long it will take before I can actually, you know, for these, especially these long ones, they all seem to be very spread out. These shorter ones aren't that bad. This one was terrible. These short ones are good. They're not bad. It's just when they get to be really long, it's just horrible, tedious. I don't know. All right, let me put this one down here though. Let me do this last one, and that's the end of this exercise. Who would have thought it would have taken 20 minutes to do this, but figured it's just, you know, 2 pages. It'll take me 5 minutes. I'll get it out of here. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. That is all of this lesson. So my 2 pages of drawings, some of these look terrible at the beginning. It looks like I'm all over the place. Some of these are really bad. Really, really bad. The longer lines are kind of, I don't like it. I don't like the longer lines at all. But hey, for the first time doing this, I don't think I did that bad. I think it was actually kind of decent, to be honest with you. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the, they said what is it, ghost lines, where you're supposed to do points and just go over it a couple times before you end up with the final outcome, and then you go over it. I still want to use my elbow. I don't want to use my wrist. It's so hard to use my shoulder for anything. Ooh, that's really difficult, but I guess it'll work. And then, so yeah, tomorrow, there's a short stream just because it's the beginning. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I feel like if I try to do this for an hour, I'm going to burn out really quick. I don't want this to be something that is going to only last a day or two because I try to do it too much. I've had that problem in the past. I've always tried to go and say, hey, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to work on this forever. And then I'm going to do like 10 hours of this a day. I'll be the best at it. And then it turns out that I'm not the best at it because I burn myself out in like a day or two. And I'm like, this is terrible. This is tedious. So yeah, 20 minutes today of practice. Maybe tomorrow might be a little bit longer, might be around the same time, I'm not sure. But we will see how it goes, and thanks everyone for watching.